from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday Nighter, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dreadnoughts of Canton.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start to drive with White, and if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On third down, Mayfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Mayfield now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play fake. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
93.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, later, 2. 29. 29.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline. 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their team.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Finding Otten once more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Third down and 1.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
On play action, it's Carr. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. In motion, the tight end.
637.
Throwing now is Carr. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Touchdown! Foster Moreau, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dreadnoughts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
6-18.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now.
2nd and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
You're mine. Get set.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Express! 808! 694!
Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And now Carr changing the formation.
Express. 29.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, here's White. He's got it to the 43 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 6. Opting to run again here with White. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. White, he'll try the left side. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Throwing. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hurry!
They go play action. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got... And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. White running to the left. Gets by him at the 25. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield now. He's got his man. It's White. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down, Buccaneers.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
24, Dreadnoughts 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Easy, easy. Kill. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Later, 9. Hey, 7:34. What's up?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Express.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Quick throw caught by Godwin.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Trey Palmer, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
7:34. 6:37.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Carr.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. It's a big play there. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's...
They got his man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Dreadnoughts 10.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bucs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.